6:51, time for the morning sprint.
Wisconsin's abortion ban no longer stands this morning. This after a Dane County judge ruled the 1849 law doesn't actually apply to abortions. It only bans feticide. That's any violent act toward a pregnant mother that results in the death of a fetus. Attorney General Josh Kaul is expected to speak about the decision later this morning.
The Brewers Stadium deal is all wrapped up. It'll cost taxpayers $500 million. Governor Evers signed the bill authorizing the money to be used on renovations and improvements to American Family Field. $365 million is coming from the state. $135 million will come from Milwaukee City and County. In exchange, the Brewers agree to stay put until at least 2050.
More than 400 positions in the military are finally filled after a Republican senator backed down. Alabama Senator Tommy Tuberville lifted his nearly year-long blockade of military nominations yesterday. He was trying to force the Pentagon to change a policy on abortion for service members. Tuberville ultimately backed down under pressure from his party. Members were planning to go around him with a temporary measure.
There may be a new challenger in the presidential race. Former Republican Congresswoman Liz Cheney appears to be floating the idea that she's going to run as a third-party candidate. She told the Washington Post democracy is at risk with former President Trump's continued grip on the Republican Party. She also told the Post that she'll make her decision in the next few months.
CVS is changing the way it prices drugs, and it could impact your prescription costs. The pharmacy's planned pricing formula includes the cost of a drug, a set markup, and a fee. CVS says this approach will be simpler and more transparent. It's called CVS Cost Vantage. It should launch in 2025.
Madison police say a man out on bail for burglary went on another crime spree. Jeffrey Hoffman is charged with 25 counts, including burglary and bail jumping. He was arrested in July, and police say after he posted bail, Hoffman then went on another spree, stealing bicycles, mopeds, and motorcycles. Kelly Ray Thompson was also charged in the case.
A 69-year-old man is dead in Iowa County after police say a suspected drunk driver hit him. The driver was a 54-year-old who has 5 previous OWI convictions. Charges of homicide by intoxicated use of a vehicle are pending this morning. The crash shut down Highway 78 outside Blanchardville for 5 hours yesterday.
Fire investigators are looking into what caused a garage fire in Beloit. It happened yesterday afternoon. Firefighters got to the home on Park Avenue. They had flames coming out of part of the building and some thick black smoke rising into the air. Everyone's fine. The fire was limited to the garage.
The Alaska Airlines pilot accused of trying to shut off the engines of a passenger plane mid-flight will be arraigned tomorrow. Joseph Emerson was indicted on 84 counts. 83 are for endangering the safety of each of the plane's passengers. Emerson's lawyers say he was taking mushrooms days before and experienced a panic attack at the time.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is rejecting the idea that an international force should be responsible for security in Gaza after the war is over. He says Israel should retain control over disarming the Strip. This as the IDF expands the war into southern Gaza. As of this morning, the Hamas-run health ministry says Israel's bombardment since October 7th has killed more than 16,000 people, mostly women and children. SAG-AFTRA's new contract is ratified. Nearly 80% of union members voted in favor of the contract. The new deal runs through June of 2026. It achieves more than $1 billion in new compensation and benefits. It also secures some protections around the use of artificial intelligence and streaming-based bonuses.
New numbers from the governor's office show an almost 7% increase in 2022 for Wisconsin's outdoor recreation industry. That equals out to $9.8 billion. It's the largest increase since they started tracking in 2018. 100 million people visited Wisconsin last year. Helps boost the economy. Outdoor activities create more than 94,000 part-time and full-time jobs in the state. That's roughly 1 in 40 jobs.
All right, good morning. 5 minutes away from 7 o'clock, looking at our Skycam from Platteville or Queen Bee Radio Skycam. Looking at a little bit more clearing in areas southwest of Madison this morning. We have a few clouds left over, but they are trying to break up here currently. So where they are seeing that clearing, it is a little bit colder. 27 in Lone Rock and Boscobel, 30 in Madison, 32 currently. A little bit more cloud cover areas to the east. So the bus stop forecast, temperature's pretty seasonable. We don't have the snow to be contending with this morning, and it should be quiet today. Kind of a transition day today. Kind of on the edge of clouds here in Madison, a little bit more sunshine to the west, a little bit more cloud cover to the east. Upper 30s expected today. So a seasonal day today. We are calling for some warmer weather tomorrow. That'll continue into Friday with temperatures in the lower 50s before that storm system brings us a chance of some rain and snow developing Friday night. That'll continue into Saturday.
Kelly, thank you very much.
We're back with a news and weather update in 30 minutes.